UZ has joined us this morning, Max Presnell from the Sydney Morning Herald. Firstly, welcome to you, Keith. Did we see perhaps the Melbourne Cup winner there yesterday at Flemington in the Craiglee Stakes?
Well, I think we may have, Bruce, and it may be any of the three place getters. I was very impressed with Star of the Realm. As you know, I'm a real Star of the Realm fan. But I watched him closely yesterday. He is now sharing favouritism, or near favourite, for the Caulfield Cup, and that's a race I don't think he can win. Later, when we have a look at the replay, you'll watch him just waddle a bit round the turn at Flemington, the big track, and I wonder whether he can get around Caulfield with his giant stride.
Max, welcome to you once again. And Max, what did you think was the most significant cup pointer? Was it the win of Star of the Realm, or was it Sub-Zero and Gloaming flashing home, or maybe Ramyar just behind them in fourth place?
I think Star of the Realm, Bruce, good morning to you, had to win in that manner to justify his high rating at present. Had he have won by an inch less, I think he would have been disappointing. I wasn't overwhelmed by the performance, but one thing Damon Runyon always said, never knock a winner, and I'm not knocking Star of the Realm. I do think Sub-Zero would have had more scope for improvement, and certainly Gloaming would have. It's what happens in the next couple of weeks, and I'd say the happiest man today as far as the Cups are concerned would be Lee Freedman.
Yes, Lee Freedman played a big part. He had mannerism as well. He had Regal C in Sydney, Bruce. Of course, the big races at Flemington, the Ascot Vale and the Craiglee, both ridden, the winners, by Stephen King. And he's on target maybe to do what he did last year, win the Caulfield and the Melbourne Cups. Yes,
he did that with Let's Elope last year. He's been quite a controversial rider, a brilliant rider, but he's copped a couple of very large suspensions in his short career today.
Yes, on that mention of Let's Elope, she was taken out yesterday because of the track condition. Bart Cummings may have erred there because the track was upgraded from heavy to slow during the day. Now she faces the task of racing at Moonee Valley next Saturday, first up over 1,600 metres, and in that race the Fiend she'll clash with Better Loosen Up.
And maybe Naturalism, I think, as well, who's
a great race,
who's got a great Moonee Valley record. And just on Tennessee Jack, who we've been talking about on this program for the last couple of weeks, he didn't run yesterday. Is that a severe setback now to his Cups campaign?
No, I spoke with his owner after the last yesterday, Bruce. He had a mild temperature, and it was a precautionary measure that Tennessee Jack didn't run at Flemington yesterday.
Still, it's not a good sign, I feel, when a horse has to miss a start at this stage in a preparation. Let's go to the Craiglee and we'll see what Max and Keith think after this.
Racing now. And Captain Cook on the inside was the first to jump out from Ramyar, who began well with Durbridge away quickly and Ivory Way and behind them on the inside. And going forward around them is Jim's made into a handy position, being followed closely by Famous Nick on the outside of Prince Saleri. And Wheatalter is very wide, a length and a half further back as Sub-Zero over in the inside of Belle Devo. And they were being followed a bit further back in the field towards the tail there. Gloaming has dropped out to last. Running along the back section past the 1,200 metre mark, and Jim's mate takes the leader. About a length to Captain Cook, a length and a half Ramyar on the inside of Wheatalter, 2 lengths away Prince Saleri. Durbridge is 3 deep around the outside. Back on the rails is My Eagle Eye, a length to Famous Nick, followed by Ivory Way. Star of the Realm in behind them on the inside of Heroicity, being followed by Belle Devo and Sub-Zero. And Gloaming is last of all. 850 metres left to go, and Jim's mate, the pilot, led by a length in advance here of Ramyar, a length and a half to Wheatalter, Captain Cook and Prince Saleri just in behind them. They're followed closely over on the outside by Durbridge. Heroicity is very wide. Going forward, Famous Nick, the centre. My Eagle Eye a long way back as Star of the Realm, followed by Sub-Zero and Gloaming, and Ivory Way as well back as they make the home turn. Jim's mate is the leader as they straighten up with 450 left to go, tackled by Ramyar. Wheatalter running on pretty well down the outside, and Durbridge behind them. Heroicity. Captain Cook is a fair way back in the field, and Star of the Realm is starting to wind up from a fair way back, followed by Sub-Zero and Belle Devo. 250 metres left to go. Jim's mate on the inside being tackled by Ramyar. Wheatalter getting into the clear is running on pretty well, followed by Durbridge, and here comes Star of the Realm, and look at Gloaming. Gloaming right down the outside. Ramyar hit the front, tackled by Star of the Realm. Star of the Realm takes the lead close to home. Flying home is Sub-Zero. Star of the Realm too good. Star of the Realm has won it from Sub-Zero. Third home probably Gloaming, just ahead of Jim's mate Ramyar. Wheatalter.
Well, 12 months of the day, Star of the Realm was balloted out of the Ascot Vale Stakes, couldn't get a run. He went on and won the Derby, and now he's won his first race at Weight for Age. I thought he looked terrific in the run because he struggled early, and the fact that he was able to get home. Just around him, though, Keith, Gloaming, Sub-Zero, you've mentioned, Ramyar, My Eagle Eye. Just a quick pointer towards the sprint.
We didn't know where to look for cup pointers. Bruce, Gloaming, he's by Narsapur, who side the Cornella of last year's Melbourne Cup, Let's Elope, and Shiva's Revenge. A fantastic run. He'll win a big race in the spring. and also Sub-Zero's rider, Simon Marshall, thought that Sub-Zero should have won the race.
Greg Hall's now trying to jump onto Sub-Zero, who he rode to a victory in the Adelaide Cup.
Yes, and Durbridge flopped yesterday. He's going up to see Max in Sydney.
Is he? Durbridge, he's going up there. Max, well, you can look forward to seeing him. He's struggling on the heavy tracks here. What about My Eagle Eye, Max? You know that horse very well. He won the Sydney Cup. He was very successful in the autumn. Looked to be a reasonable run first up.
Yes, Bruce, I think this is the relevant point that Star of the Realm is obviously very, very forward in condition. Now, that is going to be the key. He's got to be kept up there. Now, a horse like My Eagle Eye is going to improve tremendously from yesterday's run. So too Gloaming, and to perhaps a little lesser extent, Sub-Zero. That is what we've got to gauge, the amount of improvement that is there. And certainly, I think My Eagle Eye can improve considerably on what he did yesterday.
Well, the Craiglee was full of interest. I thought the Ascot Vale was slightly down on previous years in terms of class, taking nothing away from the winner. He came from what looked to be an impossible position after the start to win. Quijant, let's go and have a look at the race and we'll discuss the prospects for the future after this one.
And a Spondula over on the outside has worked his way to the lead by a half length to Mr. Elegant, a length and a half to King Marauding just behind them. They were followed by Star of Tristram over on the inside, Primacy, followed by Watch and Just One as close hand here. A length and a half to Verdingly on the outside of Kingston Spirit, being followed by Surti and Ark Raj and Q Gender's last as they race onto the course proper, where Spondula was the leader. Coming down to the 450, Spondula just in advance of Mr. Elegant. King Marauding looming up about 3 off the fence and wider on the track. Just One is joining in, Primacy looking for a run behind them. Then Surti is running home pretty well from a fair way back, and Q Gent as they come down with about 250 to go. Spondula being tackled by Just One, and King Marauding got cut off at that point badly and getting up along the inside. Primacy has now hit the front. Primacy is the leader, and here comes Q Gent from the rear and winding a big run. Primacy tackled by Q Gent down the outside. Primacy just in front. Q Gent lunged at it right on the post. Q Gent or Primacy in a photo. Just One third.
The big run, Keith, by Quijant, who's trained by the man behind Vo Rogue, Vic Rail.
Yes, Vic Rail was back in town. It was good to see him too, Bruce. And after the race, shades of Vo Rogue days, because Vic said, wait till this fella sees a firm track.
Well, is he a Derby horse? That was 1200 yesterday. Is he likely to stretch out? I guess he's certainly a Caulfield Guineas horse now.
Yes, hard to say. He missed the start yesterday. He was still last at the 450 metres. It was a very good run. He'll go on, I think. So Vic does have another smart one in his camp. King Marauding was very disappointing.
Yeah,
had the run of the race and first beaten.
Yeah, he hasn't got a good record up the straight. Just briefly, Max, you've seen Quijant win at Randwick during the Autumn Carnival. A surprise for you?
Oh, no, I think he's a handy horse. I think it was a handy field, but certainly nothing spectacular. I know I'd like to be on slight chance to beat him over 1,200 metres, or 1,400 metres for that matter.
No argument, I don't think, from here.
One of New Zealand's top 3-year-olds, Bundry Lad, was beaten yesterday at Te Rapa, Bruce, by Visionary. Photo finish result, both are coming for the Caulfield Guineas.
OK, keep an eye on those two. Let's have a look at the Bobby Lewis. This race was robbed a little bit, well, a lot actually, because Let's Elope did not run.
Blushing Bijou was up there in the leading group and is showing the way here from Dark Bow, who's travelling up fast, and they were being followed a bit further back in the field by Rechabite and Rare Chances up there with them, and so is Soho Square and Vows and Planet Ruler back along the inside, and they were being followed by Alias Combabash working his way into the picture. Further back to Vain Sovereign over on the outside is Rockabye, and a bit further back to Pay the Kings, who's very wide, followed by Explosive Wonder, and Holiday Lover is just in behind them as they race down towards the 450 metre mark. Blushing Bijou on the inside being tackled by Soho Square. Dark Bow trying to get a run through on the inside, wider on the track. Here comes Alias Combabash and Rare Chances going with it, and coming down the outside is Holiday Lover, but Alias Combabash has taken the lead with 150 to go, is a length and a half clear. In second place, Rare Chance, Holiday Lover, followed by Dark Bow, but it's Alias Combabash the leader. Holiday Lover down the outside, coming after it. Holiday Lover on the outside, they hit it. Here's another ding-dong go between Holiday Lover and Alias Combabash. They hit it locked together. Rare Chance, I think, is run third ahead of Dark Bow.
And the mare got up on the outside, Holiday Lover. She's very good, fresh. She did win in Sydney in the autumn. It's had a few problems, but Steve Richards has done very well. Let's now go to Sydney, because yesterday was an important day of racing. The Gloaming Stakes, Air Seattle, looked quite impressive, Max, the margin of victory. Your thoughts on the quality of the run?
Oh, again, Bruce, I don't think the 3-year-old Colts and Geldings, well, what we saw yesterday, are outstanding. In the Gloaming, they went slow early, they went slow late, not real credentials for the top spring races. There was interference. Pallet, one of the favourites, was hit on the first turn on the knee. He was crippled after that. Play or Pay struck trouble in the run, otherwise would have run second. Air Seattle can win races, but there are other 3-year-olds I'd be backing to beat him.
Yachty?
Yachty, well, I don't know where they get the money to keep on backing Yachty. Now, I'm not coming in on the grouter. Yachty had a chance yesterday before the race, but anybody that took 2-1 Yachty has just no respect for money.
Fair enough. Let's have a look and see how Air Seattle won the Gloaming Stakes.
700 out, Garlawood is just the leader over Tamerlane on the outside. Yachty third, followed by Diamond Storm. Then He's Classic, Play or Pay is bottled up on the fence in a spot of trouble coming to the turn. Further back, Air Seattle, followed by Smiling Assassin, and then Takeshi under the whip. A mile back, Sir Amadi and Pallet is near enough to last and under the whip as they turn for home. Straightening up now, and Air Seattle on the outside has exploded to the front. Air Seattle shot clear coming to the 200 mark over Diamond Storm. Then He's Classic, followed by Smiling Assassin. Play or Pay is a mile back as they race inside the 200 mark, and Air Seattle is well clear. He's Classic has run into second place, but it's all Air Seattle. He's got the Gloaming Stakes well and truly won, and Air Seattle trotted in. Won by a big margin, I think. Telesto rocketing home will get second. Takeshi in a photo with He's Classic, and then Diamond Storm, River Hero.
That horse was beaten by Muirfield Village at his last start. A horse has had 3 starts for Bart Cummings. Is Muirfield Village a star in the making, Max? So perhaps the spring champion winner?
Certainly, Bruce. I don't know about the spring champion winner, but he's a star in the making. He's getting better with every run, and he is very, very promising.
Let's go to the Theo Marks. The same Quinella as the Concord, and in the same order. Final card over Kinjite.
As they near the turn, Social Rule led over Classic Magic, and Final Card travelling wide. Page Prince is even deeper, followed by Kinjite, who's poised right behind them, waiting for a run. And then Meg's Ego, and further back Treen, followed by Jolly Old Mac as they turn the corner. Straightening up, Social Rule, Classic Magic, Final Card. Kinjite 2 lengths away with Dittman hard at work. It's taking him a while to get going. And then Meg's Ego, Final Card exploded clear at the 200 mark over Social Rule. Kinjite not doing enough, followed by Top Comedian and Friends Venture. Final Card is stopping. Look at Friends Venture rocketing down the outside. Kinjite is whooshing to the line, but Final Card beat Kinjite. Top Comedian has run third.
Bit slow down here, Max, and I can't remember whether or not Final Card normally races in bandages. I think he does, doesn't he? He didn't have them on yesterday.
No, not really. Bandages are a gear change in Sydney, and we can't take them on and put them off as they can in Melbourne. Final Card went well, but the run of the race was undoubtedly Palatine, who's been set for the Epsom. Alas, Palatine hasn't got much prize money up, so he might be lucky to get into the Epsom. If he does, he'll give him a shake.
Fair enough, and Kinjite continues to be very consistent and very honest. I wonder if we saw the Metropolitan winner there yesterday. Lee Friedman, Keith, is firing everywhere, and he produced his mare yesterday in good form, Regal C.
Regal C, and I think she may back up again in the Newcastle Cup on Wednesday, and incidentally, that's why this tie is getting a second run today, Bruce. It's
Wednesday, the Newcastle Cup.
Wednesday, second over 2.
Well, it suits you, and let's see whether yesterday's Kingston Town suited Regal C.
On the fence, Regal Demand, followed by Roll Dice and Lord Revener on the inside as last, and now they're starting to bunch. On the turn, Dittman's trying to sneak away on this leader. Tiakau Nick straightened up about 2 in front of Well Chilled, and then Rass and Vane, followed by Donegal Mist, and Regal C is now pulled to the extreme outside, and she's starting to wind up. Tiakau Nick still in front, clear of Well Chilled, Donegal Mist. Regal C taking a while to hit top gear, but here she comes now. At the 200, Tiakau Nick is about to be tackled by Regal C. Well Chilled and Donegal Mist are battling on, but Regal C has grabbed the lead and is starting to draw away in the last bit. Perfect ride by Muncie, and Regal C beat Tiakau Nick. Looks like Well Chill third, a nose in front of Donegal Mist.
Well, she was only just beaten by the very good O'Sullivan filly, Royal Magic, in the Queenstown Oaks. So, Max, she's obviously a very good mare and a staying mare and one to watch.
Yes, certainly. She will win races. Tiakau Nick, the runner-up from New Zealand, now with Gay Waterhouse, second start after a spell. He's the likely improver.
Here are the movements in the Caulfield and Melbourne Cup markets after yesterday's racing. Viander Cross and Star of the Realm are equal favourites for the Caulfield Cup, though Keith Hillier believes Star of the Realm could be a big risk at Caulfield. Naturalism, Royal Magic and Tennessee Jack are equal second favourites, and Mannerism has come in. And for the Melbourne Cup, it's still Viander Cross's favourite, though Grooming's been the big shortener here with Sub-Zero, and My Eagle Eye has held his place, and Star of the Realm very tight at 10-1.
I'll see you next week. I told you about my time. Access was sponsored by the Dalmatian Lovers Association of Australia.
Is that right, Max?
Well, I don't know where the tie came from, but I don't make scones, which is a stepping stone to taking up knitting.
On that note, Max, I think we'll leave you and Keith, and the scones were delightful today, so I hope you can knit me a jumper just